Most traders will never make it. They'll study charts for years, chase signals, and burn out. But only 1% will rise to the top. Only 1% will master the game. Only 1% will understand the truth. Trading isn't about money, it's about mindset. Because the market doesn't care how smart you are. It doesn't care about your background, your followers, or your excuses. It rewards discipline, patience, and control, and punishes everything else. So if you want to become a top 1% trader, you need to think differently, move differently, be different. This is not a video about charts or signals. This is a message about mindset. The mindset that separates the 99% who quit from the 1% who build empires. There are two kinds of traders, those who react and those who respond. The 99% chase the market. They jump into every setup. They panic when they lose. They want fast money, fast growth, fast validation. But the 1%, they move with precision. They wait for confirmation. They don't chase opportunity. They create it. They understand that trading isn't about prediction, it's about preparation. The difference is mindset. Most traders focus on making money. The top 1% focus on not losing it. They protect their capital like a lion protects its cubs. Because they know, once the money is gone, emotion takes over, and emotion destroys discipline. Remember this, the goal isn't to trade more, the goal is to trade better. Every top trader had one thing in common. They mastered themselves before mastering the market. They learned that you can't control the charts, you can't control the news, you can only control you, your reactions, your emotions, your patience. The 99% get angry after a loss. The 1% get analytical. The 99% blame the strategy. The 1% adjust the psychology. Every loss is a mirror. Every win is feedback. Every trade is a test of who you've become. You want to be in the 1%? Then build a mindset that refuses to break. Because the market will test you, but your mindset will determine if you pass. The top 1% don't trade for excitement. They trade for execution. They have routines. They wake up early. They study their charts, not because they're forced to, but because they're obsessed with precision. Discipline is boring, and that's why it works. While the 99% look for shortcuts, the 1% build systems. They don't need to feel motivated. They're committed, even when motivation fades. Their rules are non-negotiable. Risk management first. Capital preservation second, profit third. They know that emotions kill consistency, so they trade their plan, not their feelings. And that's what makes them unstoppable. The 99% want to win today. The 1% want to win forever. They think in decades, not days. They know one losing week means nothing in a lifetime of trading. They understand that compounding of capital, skill, and discipline is the real secret. The top 1% play the long game. They sacrifice temporary pleasure for permanent growth. They don't care about proving people wrong, they care about proving themselves right. You see, patience isn't waiting. Patience is working while you wait. Every session, every setup, every journal entry, it's all part of a bigger picture. They don't chase the market, they study it. They don't panic in red. They find opportunity in chaos. And when others are giving up, the 1% is quietly building. One trade, one mindset, one breakthrough at a time. This is where most traders lose the game. Because in trading, it's not your skill that breaks first, it's your mind. The top 1% have mastered emotional neutrality. They don't get too high on wins, and they don't sink too low on losses. They understand that emotions cloud execution. So they build systems that keep them objective. Risk management, journaling, pre-trade routines. They treat trading like a business, not a gamble, not a hobby, not an escape. Every great trader has blown an account, but they came back stronger, not because they had more money, but because they had more mental armor. The top 1% know this truth. The market doesn't destroy people, their emotions do. And once you learn to control your emotions, you control your outcome. Here's what separates the 1% from the rest. They learn every day. Not from YouTube hype, but from data, backtests, mistakes. They journal religiously. Every entry, every exit, every emotion, tracked, analyzed, improved. They manage risk like professionals. One bad trade won't destroy them, because they never risk everything. They think independently. They don't follow signals. They build systems. They stay humble. The moment you think you've mastered the market will humble you. And finally, 6. They show up every single day. Consistency is their superpower, because success in trading isn't built on luck, it's built on repetition. The 1% don't wait for the perfect day, they create it. So the question is, are you willing to think like the top 1%? Are you willing to act like them, train like them, and believe like them, even when it hurts? Because the truth is, the top 1% aren't born different. They became different. Through failure, through frustration, through discipline. They chose consistency over comfort. They chose focus over distraction. They chose the long game over instant gratification. And that's what made them elite. So if you're watching this and you feel that fire inside you, don't let it fade. Feed it with action. Feed it with patience. Feed it with discipline. Because one day, you'll look back and realize you didn't just become a trader. You became one of the 1%. Remember this: the market rewards the few who master themselves. And once you master yourself, you've already won. You don't trade the market, you trade your mindset. Master your mind, and the market will follow.